What's up, y'all?
What are you doing so deep in the jungle? Are you alone out here? Don't you know what you are?
Today we talk about my spiritual encounters.
I know where you came from. I'll keep you close. Let go of your fear and trust in me.
Alright. We all started back when I was a kid, man. A little kid. You know how kids are. Thunderstorms happen. They hear something bump. They run into their mom and dad's room, and they run in there, and they go crawling them. I mean, like 3, 4 years old, and I used to run in there whenever stuff happens, and whenever I ran in there, I'd be laying on the bed. And I see these shadow people walking around the bed, like holding onto their shoulders like this, walk around this bed. And that was the beginning of my experiences. Besides the fact that I've always had this memory, but we'll get later on in that. As a kid, I'd be levitated off my bed. I'd be laying there, and all of a sudden, I'd be floating up and be slammed right back on my bed. I was asking to do it today. I'll be laying on my bed and I'll be floating up. I've always had a problem where I wake up paralyzed. I wake up paralyzed, and there was times, and I didn't say this here, but True Seek, I want to shout you out because you inspired me to make this video, man. Yeah, you came out, talked about all this stuff. I really can't talk about this in church, so whoever's watching this, just if you got any ideas, suggestions, just help me out. But my whole life, man, I've laid on my bed and I wake up paralyzed. You know, there's been a couple times where I woke up and there's this flash of light, real talk, this flash of light. And one time there's these two beings by my bed, big black eyes, big gray head, skinny arms, just like off the movies, the Zeta Radiculi. For all that don't know what the Zeta Radiculi is, the Zeta Radiculi is also known as the Greys. Been around since who knows how long. But they were by my bed, and instead they were like making these noises, and they weren't moving their teeth, but it was going through my head, and it sounded kind of like robotic, like something I've never really experienced before, and it was very migraineful. And I was laying there, and I was paralyzed from my legs down. And I remember I was on my bed, I was going like that, and pushed myself against the wall. Somehow I could move my arms this time. And a flash of light happened again. And as soon as that flash of light went away, they disappeared. I remember running downstairs, grabbing me some coffee. I'd be at my brother Dwayne's house, and I'd be sleeping on the couch. One time I woke up paralyzed, saw this big shadow next to me, man. And I was literally dragged off the couch. I got up, had like some scratch marks on my arm, and I went in there, turned on the kitchen light. It was like, I say 3 a.m. and Dwayne comes in here to the kitchen, and he's like, "Dude, you're white, like you look like you've seen a ghost. What happened?" And I've always just shared my experiences with Dwayne, man, and I've always shared experience with some of my other Christian brothers and stuff like that. But I told him I was literally just dragged off of the couch. I was literally paralyzed. When I was in prison, I started dwelling in Satanism. I dwelt in paganism. I dwelt in Wicca, all kinds of black magic and stuff. And I'd be laying on my bunk bed, and I remember one time I was laying there, woke up paralyzed again, and there was this whisper in my ear, and it said, "You're gonna come with me. You're gonna be mine. Your soul is mine." And there was another time I was laying on my bed, on my bunk inside of prison, and this is while I was going to Satanism. I mean, we was doing all kinds of dark stuff, bringing spirits up, you know. But I was laying there, and there was a singing in my ear, and I was barely able to move my head. I go like that, just a little like. And every time I shook my head, the singing would change. And eventually I'm like, this ain't right. What's going on? There's no music going on in this cell. There's no TV on in this cell. There's no radio on in this cell. And that's whenever it was like, and I'm seeing it in here. And all of a sudden I can move in the shadow. It gets off my head and flies away like that. And I feel this gush of wind. You know, I've done Buddhism, I've done Hinduism, I've done a lot of stuff. I've studied ancient religions, Anunnaki, Sumerian clay tablets, Egyptian, everything like that, man. And you know that there's been times like I remember when I was a kid and I was going to Lamont with my mom, man. And I looked up in the sky. And it looked like a star, and I was like, that's a weird looking star. I don't even know why. I wouldn't know what a weird looking star was back then, but I was staring at this star. I was like, that's a weird looking star. It was staying stationary. And then all of a sudden, this star went, whoo! It just flew off, man. Real talk. Real talk. I came out my apartment one time, man, and there was this kind of diamond shape, and it looked like pure fire. Literally pure fire. And it was floating in the air. And all of a sudden it rises up and just goes out into space. I've always had these memories, man. And you know, if you watch this video later on and you have some general ideas, or you can help me out with this, I'd appreciate it. But I've always had these memories in my head, and I know they're not from this lifetime. You know, I'm still wondering about reincarnation and everything. I believe life is infinite. But I had this memory, and it's me walking on this red desert, almost looked like Mars. And I was walking on this desert with this big brown stick, this cane, and I had a turban on and everything. I had that memory my whole life, man. I can't explain it. I don't know where that memory comes from. I also had this other memory. There's like this big planet, like 2 moons, all these trees, all this nature, all this some of the trees glowed and everything, and there was this big mystical bridge, and I'd walk through that and everything, man, and that's been in my memory my whole life. You know, there's a Christian dude. Well, his name is Brandon Bartrock. He talks about the drunken glory of Jesus, literally getting high in the spirit. And I felt so intoxicated in the spirit one time that I fell on the ground laughing, laid on my back in a crucified position, and felt this pure love, this pure energy come into my heart. And I couldn't stop laughing. I had to crawl back to the patio door because I was outside staring at the stars, and I crawled back to the patio door and cracking up, and Mom looked at me and she was like, what is wrong with you? And I just kept laughing and thinking Jesus, man. And that was mystical. But at the same time, I felt that pure bliss, I felt that pure energy, I felt that pure positivity from Buddhism, from meditating. I meditated to the point where everything I could walk around being pure unconditional love, like an ascension feeling. I studied the chakras. I studied my third eye. I've studied everything like that. I've never got my third eye open yet. Maybe some of y'all could help me out with that. But my whole life has been a mystical journey, has been a spiritual journey. I remember me, my cousin Christine, and my cousin Adam, man. And we're at their house, and I'm like, Jesus, Krishna, Buddha, Horus, Isis, whoever God is, let there be an explosion and let electricity shut off. Right as soon as I said that, the transformer on the wire pole blew up, and the electricity shut off. And I was like, whoa, and they just looked at me like, we don't know what's going on here, that's weird. But they witnessed a lot of the spiritual, mystical stuff that has happened in my life. And y'all, I'm telling you, it's real. It's real. I don't dwell in Satanism no more. Personally, I'm a Christian. Personally, I have given my life to Christ. But you know, I woke up one time, and I wasn't paralyzed this time. but I ran into the corner of my room, man, because there's this dude with this ripped face, black eyes and a ripped face and red hair, and he was just staring at me. It started off, he was staring at me on my bed, and I was just laying down, like, and I quickly ran up and ran out of there, man. Like I said, this video might not be for you. You might have never experienced nothing spiritual, but I'm telling y'all, it's real. And this is just me trying to reach out there. That way, if anybody else has felt these experiences, if anybody else has been through some kind of thing, some kind of spiritual deal, you know, messing with the Ouija board, had the white candles, had the flames soaring off of it when they're talking to a spirit, had the Ouija board thrown. Just real talk, man. No, I love y'all. Sorry this video wasn't about motivation. Like I said, True Secret, thank you, because you truly inspired me, man. I've been holding this stuff in for way too long. You know, I just want to say, if y'all doubt the spiritual, just research it, man. You know that a lot of atheists ain't even atheists no more. They can't be atheists no more. They have science has proven that there is a higher creator at this universe. The God particle, Stephen Hawking came out and said there has to be an intelligent design behind the universe. Everything comes in a sacred geometrical pattern. But man, I'm telling y'all, the history, what we learn in history ain't real. What we learn in school is not real. We grew up thinking dinosaurs were lizards, but then we find out that, a lot of these dinosaurs had feathers. You know, stop believing everything that they told you. Stop believing everything you learned at school. Start doing your own research. How is it possible that all across the earth on energy grids is some kind of pyramid or some kind of ancient monument? You know, I personally witnessed too much of this, man. You know, I've been lost most of my life, but I've always had that thirst. I've always had that hunger. I've always had that passion for something higher, because I've understood that there is something higher. Anyways, I love y'all. One love, be love, speak love, peace, love, peace. Y'all have a good night. Y'all be blessed.